Okay, so I muted you guys because we're gonna get started here in a second. So far I have everyone's name written down who's here. Okay, what we're gonna do today, we are going to stretch out a couple words for the little gray book you're gonna read this week. And then we're gonna read a story, and then we're gonna write 1 or 2 sentences about spring, because we're going to be talking about spring and rainbows this week. That's what we're learning about. So what we're going to do first is later this week, or you can read it today if you want, you're going to read the book Get Up, Meg. So what we're going to do is we're going to stretch out some of the words you're going to find in this story so that it'll help you read it later. So let's start. I have my board here. We're going to start with this word, and we're going to push up each sound, rainbow slow, and then read it fast. Okay? So everyone get your reading finger ready. I know you don't have the word right directly in front of you, but you can still push up in the air like we would in class. Okay, ready? G, E, T, get, get. So this is get. Okay? P, up, up. We have the word up. E, g, meg, meg. So this is the title of the story. Get up, Meg. All right, and I have another word down here we're going to stretch out real quick. Ready? G, gum, gum. That's going to be one of the words in the story. Now, I have 3 words that look the same that are in your story that we have to look really carefully at, so that way we know the difference. There's like only 1 letter different between most of these words. Okay, so I have these 3 words here. They look very similar. All right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to start with the first one, and then we're going to figure out, is it the first sound, the middle sound, or the last sound that's different in each word? Okay, so let me close this marker. All right, let's sound out this word. Ready? Get your reading finger ready. I see Tavin's. I see Dorothy's. I see Faith's reading finger. Ready? B, I, g. Big, big. All right, so this word says big. Let's look at this word. B, a, g. Bag, bag. So this says big, and this says bag. I want you to think for a minute, is the first sound, the middle sound, or the last sound different between these words? Did I change the first, middle, or last sound? Raise your hand when you have an idea. Which sound did I change? First, middle, or last? Let's see. Naoki.
Middle.
Middle. I changed the middle sound. So if I were stretching those words like this, like big, b-ig, big, that's the sound that I'm punching up in the middle. I'm changing just the vowel. So let's change to another sound. Let's change the middle sound to an like umbrella. So the first sound will be the same, b. The middle sound's going to be Ready? So b, and then the last sound is still g. B-ug, bug. So if I change the middle sound to another vowel, I get this word, b-ug, bug. But look, I added a sound here at the end. I added a s sound at the end. So does that mean I have 1 bug or lots of bugs? 1 bug or lots of bugs? What do you think, Alexia?
Lots of bugs?
Yeah, lots of bugs. I have lots of bugs. So I have a big bag of bugs. So when I read this word, I want to make sure that I read the S at the end, okay? And then these are going to be tricky because you got to look at the middle sound. You can't just guess what the word's going to be. You got to sound out all the sounds, okay? So, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Those are just some words to help you get started on your story. Either you have the book and it came in the mail, Get Up Meg, or if you didn't get it in the mail, there's a way on the schedule I sent Mom and Dad a picture of on Dojo. There's a way for them to get the book on the computer without you having to have it in your hand, just in case you didn't get it. Okay? All right, what we're going to do now is I'm going to read a story about spring. And while I'm reading the story, I want you to think about, what does spring look like? What does spring sound like? And what was the other one? What does spring smell like? Like, when you're reading the story, think about those things. What does it look, smell, and sound like in this story? This story is called When Spring Comes by Henkes. So this is called When Spring Comes. Ooh, let's look at all these pictures. Let's see. Raise your hand if you want to tell me something you see in this picture. Let's see. Paris, what do you see?
Umbrella.
All right, I see umbrellas. What else do I see, Dominic? What do you see, Dominic?
I see some butterflies.
I see butterflies. What else do we see, Tavin?
We see flowers.
I see flowers, so I see flowers and butterflies and umbrellas. What else do I see in these pictures? What else do you see, Amal?
Kites.
I do see a kite. Yep, I see kites. What else do I see, Bryce?
Boots.
I see rain boots. And there's two more other things I see in this picture. What else do I see, Julian?
A rain.
I see rain. Yep. That's why I need my umbrella and my rain boots. And then what's this a picture of right here? What's this a picture of, Dorothy?
A nest.
A nest with little baby birds inside. So let's think about, those are all things that I could definitely see. And here's a mama bird and a bumblebee, and there's a little kitten and some bubbles. Other in this picture too. Alright, so those might be things I can see in spring. That's a good idea. When spring comes. Before spring comes, the trees look like black sticks against the sky. What season is before spring? Look at it. What season would have snow? What do you think, Sarah?
Winter.
Winter. So before spring we have winter, and there's no leaves on the trees. They're like black sticks and it's snowy and cold. But if you wait, spring will bring leaves and blossoms. Oh, I see little bunnies and flowers and butterflies. I bet you, do you think there's something in this picture I could smell? You think there's something I'd be able to smell in this picture? Like if I was standing in this picture, there might be something I could smell in this picture. What do you think, Klaus?
Flowers.
Yeah, I could probably smell those flowers. Maybe if the bunnies didn't take a bath, I could smell the bunnies, but mostly the flowers. I'm going to be able to smell those flowers. If you wait, spring will make the leftover mounds of snow smaller and smaller and smaller until suddenly they're gone. So it probably feels kind of warm. If the snow is melting, it's going to start getting warm. And the snow is going to help water the ground. Before spring comes, the grass is brown. But if you wait, spring will turn it green and add little flowers. If you wait, an egg will become a bird. So during springtime, eggs become birds. They hatch out of those little things. A seed will start growing. We have a seed growing into a flower. Spring comes with sun and rain. And more rain. And more rain. So in Los Angeles, it doesn't rain as much as it does everywhere else, but it does rain in most places, just not really here. We kind of live in like a desert, so it doesn't rain as much, but it has been raining. It rained yesterday, just a little tiny bit. There was a little bit of rain at my apartment yesterday. So I put it was rainy yesterday on my weather calendar, so I wanted to put it on there. Do you like mud? Do you like puddles? Look at that. That's something I can see, or maybe I could smell. Like I can smell when it smells like it rain outside. The air smells really clean. Yes, JJ?
I can see puddles.
Yep, I can see puddles. I can see mud. I can get dirty from jumping in the puddles. I hope you like umbrellas. Yes, Paris. Paris, you have your hand raised. Do you have a question? You want to tell me something?
See a dog.
Yeah, there was a dog playing in the puddles over here. Before spring comes, the garden is just dirt and empty. But if you wait, spring will push green shoots through the dirt and fill up the garden. That's all the plants growing. Spring will bring out the flowers and the kittens too. Spring can come quickly or slowly. It changes its mind a lot. But when spring is finally here to stay, you will know it. So sometimes it might start to be spring and then just get cold randomly for a day. But when spring is here to stay, you will know it. There will be flower buds and bees and boots and bubbles. What do you think is something I can hear in this picture? What do you see as something I could hear? What's something I could hear? Let me see. Jesus.
A bird.
A bird. I could hear the birds chirping. Let's see. What about down in this picture? What's something I could hear in this picture? What's something I could hear there? Liam.
A bee.
Bee, I can hear bees buzzing. Maybe if I'm sloshing around, if this was muddy, I'd hear all the squishy mud on my feet. And there will be worms and wings and wind and wheels. Maybe I can hear the wind blowing, rustling the grass. If you blow wind on your hand, you can kind of hear it. It's big and gusty. I can hear it and feel it. You will feel it, you will smell it, you will hear it. When spring is finally here to stay, you think you're done waiting, but you're not. You think you're done waiting, but you're not. Now you have to wait for summer. So after spring, we have to wait for summer. I know. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to write about, we were talking through the story, things that we could see, things that we could hear, and things that we could smell during springtime. So you need a piece of paper or a whiteboard and a marker and a pencil or something to write with. Hold it up when you're ready. I see quite a few friends are ready. Hold your stuff up so I can tell who's ready to go. Awesome. I'm waiting on just a couple friends to go get stuff. Yes, Naoki?
I don't have any.
That's okay. You can still help us figure out what to write.
Alright.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to write 3 sentences, and it's going to be all about spring. Okay? So I have my piece of paper, and let's start with I see. So I'm going to title this Spring. Okay? So we know that this is all about spring. I'm going to write just the word spring at the top of my paper. Sp, 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 that's R, says ing. Ooh, there's 3 letters together that say ing. What says ing? Julian, what says ing? What 3 letters? Uh-huh. G, I-N-G. Ing, ing, ing. So, ing. Spring. So there's my little title. We're going to write about spring today. Okay? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to I see. So I see. We know how to spell both of those words. I start with a capital letter, always. I, finger space, see. All right, those are words I know. What's something that I can see during the springtime? I'm going to take a few answers. What's something I can see? JJ.
You can see blossoms.
I can see blossoms. What else can I see, Dominic?
You can see many bees.
I can see bees, many bees. What else can I see, Dorothy?
You could see birds.
I can see birds. What else can I see? There's lots of things I can see. What else can I see, Klaus?
Flowers.
Flowers. What else can I see, JC?
Butterflies.
Butterflies. What else can I see, Alexia?
I can see a sunny.
I can see that it's sunny. I can see the sun. Let me take 2 more. Sarah, what else can I see?
Rain.
Rain. I can see the rain. And Bryce, what else can I see?
What did you say you could see?
Wind.
Oh, you said you
I
could
can-
see.
Yeah, if it's moving the flowers and stuff, I can see it when it moves the flowers. I can. All right, so let's see. Naoki, what should we write? What can I see? What should I write down? Something I can see. We had lots of good ideas. What should we pick?
Bees.
Bees. All right, so we're going to write I see. Let's do bees. I see bees. Ooh, C and B. Those rhyme. I bet you they're spelled very much the same. So like I have C. I only have to change one sound. If I change C to B, I have S, E. Change S, add B. So I'm changing S to B. So if C is S-E-E, then B is probably B-E-E. And we talked about, I see bee. That doesn't quite make sense. We talked about we see lots of bees. So what letter should I add at the end to make it like I see a lot of them? I see bees. What should I add at the end, JJ?
S.
S. I see bees. I see bees. Okay? All right, our next sentence is going to be I smell. I smell. So we're going to write I. All right, we're going to sound out the word smell. That's the first two sounds that I hear. What's the first sound I hear in smell? Smell. I hear what letter is that? What letter should I write first? Let me see. Tavin. The first one. S. Yeah, that's the second one. All right. So I hear what letter says What's the second letter I'm going to write down? Alexia.
M.
M. What says like elephant? What says What do you think, Amal? What letter says
E.
E. O. O. What letter says O? Faith.
L.
L. So I'm going to write L. I smell. I smell. What are some things that we can smell during springtime? What are some things I can smell? Nelky.
Flowers.
I can smell flowers. What else could I smell? JJ.
Blossom.
I could. That's like a baby flower. I can smell like the beginning of a flower. Blossoms are usually found on trees. So I can smell those too. Does anyone have a different idea? What do you think, Dominic?
I think you can smell the wind.
I could. The wind could carry smells from other places. So if the wind is carrying, like maybe it's windy outside and In-N-Out Burgers down the street from my house, the wind is going to smell like In-N-Out as it comes by my nose. So the wind can carry the smell towards me. It's very windy. I can smell lots of smells. What else? What's another thing I can smell? I can smell flowers. I can smell things that the wind carries. Are there any other things I might be able to smell? What do you think, Klaus? What do you think? It could be anything that you smell.
Yeah.
If it's raining, does it smell different outside? Oh, so maybe I can smell like rain, right?
Oh, like mud.
Yeah, I could smell rain and mud. So let's put we're going to write I smell flowers. Okay? We're going to write I smell flowers. Okay? So, what's the first sound I hear in flowers? What's the first sound I hear? JC, what's the first sound I hear?
When you just tell me something.
Can you answer my question first?
Okay.
What's the first letter in flowers? F. What do you need to tell me, JC?
My iPad's on 10% of battery.
That's
I don't have enough space to spell flower.
That's okay. You can go on the next line or flip on the back, or if you need to erase your whiteboard, that's okay. All right, and we'll be done here in a second, so don't worry. All right, so I smell full. What letter says O? Julian. L. Full. All right, now the next sound is ow. Ow. What sound, what letter, or maybe letters, what do you think says ow? What do you think says ow? We don't know this sound, so it's okay. It's just what do you think makes that sound? What do you think, Naoki?
Oh.
O. Kind of like, I make that shape with my mouth. All right, flow. W. Flow. What says W? Liam? W.
W.
W. Alright, so I have flower. What says What says Paris.
R.
R. So I have R. And then I'm smelling lots of flowers. So just like bees, we're going to put S at the end. And then our period. I smell flowers. Alright, and the last one is I hear. Things that we can hear outside during springtime. So I have I hear. Now this is actually one of our buddy sounds. This is one of our buddy sounds. And it's not E-E. It's a little scaredy cat letters. Alright. Let's see if you can think about what the sound is for E. I take a scaredy cat E and a scaredy cat A. You put them together and what do they say? E! So that's the E sound we're going to use here. So I need a space. E. So that's an H, sorry. E, as they say E together, because they're scared and they're like, ah, E. I hear. What are some things that I can hear during the springtime? I just heard a lawnmower outside. What is something else that I can hear? Let's see, Sarah.
Wind.
I can hear the wind. What else can I hear? What else can I hear? Bryce, what else can I hear?
Flowers.
If they're moving in the wind, I could. Or there's a bee in them. What else could I hear? Dominic.
You can hear the rain.
I can hear the rain when it lands on things. What else, Tavin?
Birds.
I can hear birds. So I can hear birds and wind and sometimes things moving like flowers in the wind or rain. Is there anything else I might be able to hear? What do you think, Julian?
Is that here?
Yeah, what can I hear?
The rain?
Yeah, we did say rain. I can hear the rain. You know what? I think I want to write the word rain because April is all about April showers, bring May flowers, and we talked about flowers and bees, so I hear rain. So we're going to spell rain. Okay, so I have Ooh. There's a sound that we know from our buddy sound video that says A. Rain, rain, you're a pain. A-I, A-A-A. So A-I says A. Like rain. Just like it goes, rain, rain, you're a pain. If it's part of that little chant, that means that word has that sound. Rain, A-I. Rain. What's the last letter in rain? Naoki.
N.
N. I hear rain. Period. Alrighty. So, this is our little spring writing. So, we're learning about spring this week and rainbows. So, I see bees, I smell flowers, I hear rain. So, what you can do after our video, if you want, you can draw a picture to go with your writing and someone can send me a